Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and this is another episode of Flosstube. I don't know what episode it is because I'm not good with numbers, but you can probably see it in the title down below. Today is August the 28th of 2021 and I thought that I would use this opportunity to introduce myself a little bit. I'm Rachel and I go by Rachel Ray on the internet, not because I am a chef or anything like that. I am just a person, but my nickname has been Ray since I was in high school. I am a crafter, I'm a YouTuber, and I really enjoy sharing my knowledge of crafts and techniques and just in general, diamond painting, cross-stitching, knitting, that sort of thing. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you find a good place here. There are a few things that you should know before you decide to continue watching, because I believe that personal can be political, and I am very, very honest and upfront about my beliefs. So I would like you to know that I support LGBTQIA+. I am here as not just an ally, but also a member of this community. And as someone who has been teased and bullied for the way that I view the world, I, as an adult, stand up for children who also need to be taken care of. So trans rights are human rights, Black Lives Matter, and I will continue to say that until the end of time. And if you don't like it, there are plenty of channels here on YouTube that don't talk about it. But I will actively talk about my opinions here on my channel, and I think that it's important to have these conversations. And I think it's important that we see lots of different people online. And diversity is very, very important. So if you drive with that, cool, welcome, stay. If you don't, and I see transphobic comments in my comment section, you will not only be blocked, but you will be reported. Because YouTube doesn't stand for that either. So, now that I've gotten that out of the way, happy Saturday. It is a lovely, beautiful, sunny day here in Southwest Cary, and I am so happy to share with you my finish. I have a finish. It's not a fully finished object, not an FFO, it's an FO. But it will be an FFO soon. FFO, fully finished object. I have one whip. And I have plans. So today's episode is going to be really short, but I think you're going to really like it. So let's get started. I have been working on the Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along for the last year, from September 2020 to August 2021. And it is the only stitch along that I managed to keep up with, only because, and I'm pretty sure it's because the drops for this project were so large that I had to keep up. I knew that if I personally fell behind on this one, that I might not want to pick it up. But she was also so beautiful and everything that, yeah, I had to. So, blah, 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 blah. Let me show you. Ready? Here she is. This is my Dark Queen. Sorry, chickens. My Dark Queen of the Sea. See if I can hold her properly for you. She is magnificent. So I've made adjustments. This is a 28 count opalescent linen called Bewitched by Under the Sea Fabrics, which was offered as like a kit with this, the petite treasure braid and the beading supplies, the beads and the pearls and things. Now, one big thing that I don't have in this finish is the back stitching that was charted for her lower half. I did not like the way that it looked personally, because I understand the balance of the beads and then the back stitching, but I didn't think that she needed it. My queen, I don't think my queen needed it, so I omitted it. And instead, I put a skull, which was charted as an option for the magic here, charted and put it down here in her tentacle. So she looked a little bit darker than she was originally intended to be. I gave her a beaded crown. These are black beads, seed beads that I had in my stash. You can see the blue delicas here. I think they're delicas. I also used Petite Treasure braid to make the skull, which was charted by Trying Snell. This was Marjorie, I think, the skull. Everything else is as charted, but I did make some changes to the coral over here and over here because, because I didn't want it to cut off abruptly, and I've just noticed that I haven't fixed this one, so I'm going to fix that one as well. Just because I didn't want to do the Art Deco frame either. I really love this circle of the black ink. So I wanted this to be the shape balancing with the tentacles. I didn't feel that I wanted to have the corners up there. So I've made some changes, made changes to the trident and the colors of the trident. And all of the changes that I made color-wise can be found on my color conversion, which is it is listed in the WIP list Google document. So if you open up my description box of this video, you will see the link haven where I put links to all the supplies you might hear me talk about, and then, or YouTubers or whatnot. And then the WIP list, which has details about all of my works in progress. And the color conversions are there to stay forever and ever. Amen. So anyway, that is my Dark Queen. She is stunning. I love the necklace. We'll go for a little tour now. This necklace is fantastic. So here's a little bit about my experience. For all of the beads at the top and for all of the beads here in her hair, there are several, and for her necklace and over here as well, I used the invisible thread. I don't like it. I don't like the way that it lays on the back. So I'm now going to look into framing options for like putting batting behind her, because it's very obvious where the invisible thread is when you like tighten her around something. You can see it kind of pucker out. Well, okay, you can't see it, but I can see it. So from her crown, I used 310 DMC, and then for these areas down here, I just used the closest matching DMC that I could find to the general aesthetic of this fabric. Took me just under a year to complete, and it really was a labor of love. I highly recommend that if you have not started her and you have not bought the pattern, but you really like the way that she looks, please buy it now. Because if you like the changes that I've made, including the skull and stuff, this and this are in the Facebook group only. It's not in the pattern. But if you want to do the alternate hair color, which I charted myself, I picked a color palette that another person helped me with because she was doing it too. This color was shown in the hair color option chart thumbnail, but it wasn't actually in that pack. I was a little disappointed. But it's not their fault. It's just the way that it happened. But I was able to match up the colors with someone else's help, and look at how fabulous she looks. I mean, I can't get over the hair. If you purchase the pattern from Autumn Lane after the Stitch Along group is closed, which may be later this year, then you are going to lose access to the options. It will only be the one that's on the pattern front, which is the one that Cassandra did, Aaron's wife. They have a Flosstube as well. You should check them out. But no disrespect at all. I just really loved changing up the options and making her really my own. And I like the crown. So yeah, super proud of that. In a kind of like, it's my baby kind of a way. So she is going to get a frame, and also she is huge. Like, she is as big as my torso. I know. And so she is going to be framed very soon. As soon as I can find a frame that's big enough, she's not going to go in my closet. She's just going to hang up in my room on a hanger until I find that frame that's big enough for her. All right, while I'm introducing my whip, I'm going to undo the frame a little bit so that you can see, because there's not much to show you if I just show you the way that it looks right now. All right, just like that. So my work in progress currently is the Cryptids Stitch Along by Witchy Stitcher. This has released as just the frame of the Stitch Along has released. I think that's what she does for all of her Stitch Alongs. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that happened during the last one as well. The Chopping Mall from last year. Whoops, I don't want to lose that. Anyway, so I have almost finished the frame. I am about 80% finished with this frame. All right, there we go. That's good. That's good. So this is Cryptids by the Witchy Stitcher. This is on 16 count Dreamsicle by Bestitch Me. So this is an Ada, and it's a really beautiful frame. I like it a lot. I don't like stitching it. It can be relaxing, but most of the time I'm just like, come on. Also, I did not center it very well. I did a corner start where I measured the corner 2.5 inches. I should have measured 3, because I have more fabric down there than I have up here. But you know what? It's fine. It's all a learning curve, right? So maybe just to switch things up a little bit, I might restart here and work my way down, because when you're doing, it's 4 rows basically of solid black lines, and then you have this beautiful border here with the moons. And then you have this beautiful, I don't know what you would call that. Is that filigree? And then it goes across the bottom and back up. It is really going to be a beautiful piece when it's finished. And I am well aware that my piece of fabric is super loud. But you know what? That's okay. I'm watching a lot of people work on this, and they're using these beautiful neutrals, and I love them. But I had this piece of orange Ada in my stash, and I was like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if it looks bad, then it's my fault. And it's on me for choosing a very bold color. Life is too short. Ooh, this is a good opportunity for me to also just drop in another platitude. I'm feeling very snarky and sassy today. So this is not directed at anybody who is like literally a friend of mine or likes me or whatever. But I have been seeing a lot of negativity lately about people judging other people for the size of their stash. It's called a stash for a reason. It's not hoarding. It's because we like things. And my stash, my acquisitions are maybe a little bit smaller than some people, and maybe a bit larger than other people. But let's not judge people on the size of their stashes. Let's not judge people because they have more projects or more patterns than their life expectancy. You don't know what people are going to do with the things that they buy, and it's none of your business. It's none of your business. Okay. I know somebody's going to comment. They're going to be like, "Who hurt you?" The internet hurt me. I'm in a weird mood today, so to those of you who are sticking with me and nodding your head and going, "Yeah, you're right," or I'm not sure if I agree with you, but you're allowed to think whatever you want. Thank you. All right. That's my whip. My plan is to finish that by the first drop, which I believe is, and I'm going to just double check this because I should have checked it before, but like there's a voice inside my head that says August the 1st. But I've heard other people say August the 3rd, and I'm just going to have a look at the pattern and see what it says, because who knows what it could be. I'm not active in the group, so calculating the thingies, how to start. It doesn't say. All right, we'll go to the Facebook group. Witchy. I changed my nails. They're Sosu gold glitter nails, and they are like, they're really pretty, but they're hard to get used to. They're very, very long. Cryptid Sal. Go to the website. Have a look. I don't think it says. I could be wrong. It's either the 1st or the 3rd. 16 creatures. Schedule. The 3rd. Okay. So on September 3rd, the first cryptid will drop. And so I want to have the frame done by then. And there's a load of motorcycles, because it's a beautiful Saturday. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to finish the frame. Thank goodness. Because I am thinking about picking up another project very soon, or working on something else. Let's talk more plans. So you might know her. You might love her. Shalene's Creativity Room. She's doing the Oh Christmas Tree Sal, starting September the 1st, so in just a few days. I am not going to be doing the pattern that she and the others in that hashtag are doing. So I've decided it's unfair of me to use the hashtag for this. I'm going to come up with a new one. Sorry, y'all. And I'll share that with you next time. That was a car. This is Renato Parolin's Christmas. Let me see if I can. It's difficult to see it, but it's basically a Christmas tree with lots and lots and lots of ornaments on it. And it only comes in a paper chart from his Etsy store, unless someone has it in their stash and they are going to give it away. I believe that the pattern is something like 22 euros. So it's actually quite expensive for a black and white chart. But the tree is really beautiful and the pattern is really beautifully printed. It is what's the word? Charted. It is charted in DMC. So it's charted in DMC, and it shows you the fabric size you need here on the side. But I have decided to do a few changes because I like changing things. That's what we're allowed to do when we have stashes that we collect things on, right? I am going to use Fortnite Fabrics Morel Even Weave in 32 count. For this piece. And it's a beautiful, gorgeous tan, slightly khaki in color. And I think it's going to go really well. I did a floss toss this morning and took my time putting this together. I bought this bag on Amazon, and this is just a temporary solution until I begin, because I don't know where I'm going to start. But I'm going to say it here on this video, just in case it takes me a while to update my conversion on my whip list. I'm using mostly DMC that is in my stash. So these are on bobbins. And then I've done a few changes. First change is DMC 434. I am changing for Colonial Maple. I'm substituting all Victorian mottos where I can. The DMC 498 I am doing in Celebration Red, which is a beautiful changing variegation. Love it. For 815, which I didn't have in my stash at all. I have 814 out the wazoo. No 815. DMC 815, I'm going to sub in 1812 Patriotic, which is a gorgeous, like, burnt red. Stop looking at my face. Look at this floss. Yes. I don't reach far enough. That's the problem. 3363, I'm substituting in Winter Grass, which has this beautiful changing color. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So it's kind of like a sage green with a bit of a yellowish tinge to it in some places. For, let's see, 801, which is brown color, I'm substituting Rustic Wilderness, which is a very tonal brown color. There's no real variegation in that at all. Just checking. And then lastly, 3820. I don't know what's wrong with this piece, but it's like coming out. Okay. For, what did I say? 3820, I'm going to use Heirloom Marigold. It's a beautiful yellow. And in the shadows, it kind of goes a little bit brown, but it isn't. It's yellow. It's like a two-tone. There's like a bright tone and a dark tone. Kind of like a bumblebee. Kind of looks like a bumblebee color. Okay, so that's my changes. So that's Overdye. Yeah, Victorian Motto Sampler Shop. You can find her on Etsy. I will try to make sure that I put her in my link haven. So those are the overdyes that I'm going to use for this project. Mostly because they're just sitting here. I'm not actually using them in any other project, the Victorian mottos. So because these are huge, they can definitely be used in a project of this size. And that is the plan to start maybe September 1st. If I don't get it started, then I don't get it started, and it'll be just kitted up. I don't want to put the pressure on myself because I'm already doing a bajillion things, like transition. Another plan that I have for next month is this. My Heaven and Earth Designs. So I am going to be doing a marathon for MMIW, hashtag marathon for MMIW, with Michelle Bendy, Resist Stitch, and Two Martini Stitcher. We're hosting. I'm co-hosting. Thanks, Michelle. We are trying to raise as much money as possible for the Coalition to Stop Violence Against Native Women, which is at CSVANW. If I have it wrong, I will have it correct down below in the description. We are raising money for them. My personal goal is $1,000 in 2 months. For every hour I stitch on this Heaven and Earth design, which is Soul of the Rose by John William Waterhouse. It is the Max Color Edition on 25 count easy count fabric. For every hour I stitch on this, I will be donating $1, but I'm also raising money on Twitch as well. If you want to watch me stitch this live during September and October, I plan to have a specific day for stitching this on stream. And it's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. Thank you to the subscriber who sent me this frame. This is a floor stand. It's rather small, but it's going to work just fine. And it means that not only can I make this small enough to go fit in a corner somewhere when I'm not working on this project, but it means that I don't have to keep taking it on and off of my lap stand every day. When I want to, once I've done my hour and a half of stitching on this during the morning, then I can put this away, but it's still ready and set up to work the next day, and I don't have to keep going back and forth with all my frames and stuff. So thank you so much. I'm glad that I finally got to use it and put it together. It was a breeze. I believe this is called the, I don't even know. It comes in a pink box. It's very popular. And I think it's going to be just fine. So thank you. So yes, this Heaven and Earth design, I'm stitching 100 hours. My goal is 100 hours in 2 months, and that's an hour and a half a day. So some days I'll probably do more, and some days I might not do any at all, but it is my goal to hit 100 hours. I did this last year for Velasano, and with the same beautiful people, and I hit 100 hours on the last day, and I think it was the last day, or the second to last day. And it was such an achievement. I had such a great time. So I hope that you will join me. If you don't want to pledge to raise money, then it would be awesome if you could donate. I will have my link down below. Every little tiny donation counts. So even if it's as small as $1, that would be amazing, just to help me get to my goal. You can pledge for 100 hours or 2 hours or whatever you like. It doesn't matter, but I do appreciate each and every one of you helping me to raise funds. You don't have to donate today, but it would be great if you did. It'll be super motivation to keep me going on this project and know that I'm doing the right thing, getting this done. So I'm glad to have her back out, and hopefully I'm going to try a few different techniques for working on this project. Because as much as I love parking, but I would like to maybe incorporate some of the things that I've learned since I started this project on the next row and see how we get on. Speaking of this project and all the others, as you know, I'm a Pattern Keeper user. I use Pattern Keeper, which is an Android application for your tablet or your phone, in order to track my progress on these big projects. And it's a lifesaver. I don't want to use paper patterns anymore. I just want to use PDFs because I'm much faster using the electronic version. I broke my tablet yesterday, and I feel really, really bad about it because I was not careful. My elbow knocked it and it hit the floor. And I didn't think anything of it at first because it happens quite often. Like it's 2 feet from the arm of the recliner to the floor. And it happens a lot, and whatever, it's fine. But I was procrastinating on buying a tablet case or a screen protector. And I have to pay for it now because the screen of my tablet no longer functions except in one small corner. So yesterday I went online, and thanks to you all for watching the ads in my video or for signing up to YouTube Prime, or supporting me on Patreon, or one of the amazing things that you do for me every day. Thank you so much. I was able to purchase another tablet to use so that I don't get stalled on this project. I could have printed out this page and highlighted, but I don't think I would I would not have the patience to work on this without the e-reader or tablet. So thank you for watching my videos and for being patient. I know YouTube ads can be a pain sometimes, but I try to make sure that on an hour-long video, I don't put more than like 2 or 3 ads on the video. If YouTube chooses to do more, then that's them. That's not how I roll. But if you really like to watch YouTube and you watch YouTube every day, and I don't want to sound like an ad, but this is what I do, because I watch YouTube as like TV. I pay YouTube for their premium service, and that way I don't watch ads anymore. But my favorite creators, the people that I watch, they can get extra money for me watching their video, because it actually pays more than just watching ads. So if that's something that you want to do or that you can do, thank you very much. But for this next 2 months, please consider donating something to our progress. You don't have to donate to me if for some reason you find me annoying or whatever. There are lots and lots and lots of other people who are also stitching for the marathon for MMIW, which is Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women, which is an epidemic in America, so let's be real. So yes, I'm very happy to be donating my time and my energy and my, the channel, the placement on my channel for this cause. It's very, very important. So look forward to seeing some progress on this next week. I'm really excited. I'm going to put that down now because my arm is getting sore. Is there anything else that I can talk to you about today? I don't have any haul. I have made some purchases. As you may or may not know, Needlework Expo is going on this weekend. So please visit your local Needlework shop online, or check out some people online like the ones that I have listed in my link haven. But especially, because I have to, my best friend Jessie, who I have known since university, she has a website now, mislaidpages.com, and she is also going to be doing the expo. She's attending the expo today and tomorrow. And so if you would like to pre-order any of the new patterns that are coming out from your favorite designers this weekend, please head on over to her shop. And if you don't see something that you like that is coming out from a designer that maybe she doesn't have on the website, please shoot her an email at Jessie, Jessi, at mislaidpages.com. I believe that's her email. I'll fix it. I'll fix it down below if it's not her email. But I have to shout her out because she's my friend, and that's what friends do. I've purchased several kits, and I think I'm going to buy some more. They are all paper patterns, which is, like I just said, not for me necessarily, but some of the patterns are small enough that I don't mind. And also, I'm purchasing a lot of them as giveaways for you. So as soon as I get them, I will be hosting them here on the channel so that I can give back to you all. And speaking of giving back to you all, I have a giveaway for you today as well. I'm ready now. So today's giveaway, I am going to give away a Rosewood Manor pattern that I have. This was included in one of the Black Needle Society boxes from long ago. This is meant to be like me thanking you for watching my video. This is not sponsored by anybody, but I hope that if you do want to enter into the giveaway, that you're subscribed to my channel, that you have filled in the Happy Mail form, which is a Google document that's linked in the description of my video. That way I can get your email address so that I can contact you after I've pulled the winner from the random comment picker and that I can contact you and get your mailing address. So that is a condition. Do not use the word giveaway in your comment. You have to be 18. You know, all the rules are down below. But basically this pattern, I'm going to try to hold it way, way back. It says Hello Autumn, and it is a, what would you call it? Ooh, it has specialty stitches. What is that? A 4-sided stitch? No, that's the border. Oh, a Rhodes. It's got Rhodes stitches. I can't show you completely, but it is gorgeous. And it has all those colors in it. So, you're not going to be able to get anything from that, are you? If you would like to get this chart sent to you anywhere in the world, please use the word manor, MANOR, in your comment. And I will choose a comment using the random comment picker next week when I film my next Flosstube. Thank you so much for watching. This was a complimentary. It says this was a complimentary mini chart from Rosewood Manor, and I really like their charts. They're really pretty, and they're not too big, but they're super colorful, so it's a good stash buster if you're trying to get through some old DMC. It's charted for DMC, isn't it? Yeah, charted for DMC. And I think that it's pretty, I'd call it an intermediate pattern only because you have specialty stitches in it, but specialty stitches are not that hard. They just take a little bit more concentration, that's all. And it would do really well for like subbing in your own colors for this pattern, I think. So thank you so much for watching this Flosstube video. Thank you for staying for the rants. I needed to get off my chest. Y'all are my people, and so, you know, when something that heavy is weighing on me, I need to get it out. And it's really important, I think, for us to set an example especially for younger people, but to keep each other accountable as well. And I'm not going to stop being who I am on my YouTube channel just because people watch me. I'm me, okay? That's all I am. So that's why I say what I say and why I stand up for the things that I believe in. And I believe that, you know, people shouldn't be judged for who they are and who they identify as, and we should be kinder and not make generalizations about people. So, or their stashes. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go enjoy my day. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you next week in my next Flosstube. Take care, everyone.